Welcome to League News. This series is different than my other series, Gaming News, that focuses on multiple games at once, while this one is only focused on one specific game, which is, League of Legends. Many games will have their own series eventually, but it's all based on the events happening with the game. And we all know that the new big event that's happening is the Riot Plus that was released yesterday, talking about the preseason and also other new games. But for this video alone, we're only focusing on the preseason 2020 Rise of Elements. So let's begin. I'll summarize everything that happened and everything that's going to happen in the preseason in November. First of all is the dragon changes. The Infernal is still the same. It's going to be giving AD and AP. The Ocean Drake will be regenerating health every second, so it's a little bit different. There's no mana now. The Cloud Drake will be giving cooldown reduction for the ultimate, for ultimates in general, instead of movement speed. Mountain Drake now, instead of giving 2 damage to objectives, will be giving a percentage increase in armor and MR, which actually makes sense, because it's mountain, it's big and bulky. Yeah, anyways. But there's also, the biggest change possibly is the rift changes at the third Drake. So once the third Drake comes out, the entire Summoner's Rift will change according to what Drake it's going to be. So let's say there was Mountain, Cloud, and then Infernal. So the change will be based all on the Infernal Drake. And here are the changes per Drake. So the first one is the Infernal Drake, which will be creating new gaps and paths around the map. It will basically break apart some walls or burn them, I guess you could say, and it will give access to many different areas that you can walk through. The Ocean Drake will be giving a bunch of new bushes and other ones expanding, so other bushes that were already there expanding, which is great because I'm a Rengar main, but it's really nice. And then the Cloud Drake will create air currents around the map for both teams that give movement speed in these areas, especially surrounding the actual Drake itself. The Mountain Drake will cause rocks to erupt in the map, bringing in new walls and terrains. Obviously, all these changes will be permanent in the game, so once this Drake does come out, the change will be permanent after the third Drake is out. Now, the next big thing about dragons is the Dragon Souls, which will only be achievable once per game for one team, and they only get it after they get their fourth Drake. And then the actual Dragon Soul will depend on the majority of Drakes they have. So let's say they have 4 Drakes, 2 Cloud, 1 Infernal, and 1 Mountain, they will get the Cloud Soul. Let's talk about the souls. So the first soul is the Infernal Soul, which basically makes it so every 3 seconds, your abilities or your auto attacks will create a small AoE explosion that scales with bonus AD, AP, and health. So it also helps things. The Ocean Drake will be dealing any damage any damage you deal will trigger strong health regen for 3 seconds, which is really, really good. But minions give you less regen, but you can still heal off minions. So basically farming, will make you heal a lot, just in case you're low or anything. The Cloud Drake makes it so that hitting enemies with abilities or attacks lowers the cooldown of your other abilities, which is basically, Spear of Shojin, but for the entire team. And then the final Drake, which is the Mountain Soul, after 5 seconds of no damage, you will gain a shield that lasts until it's destroyed. So it's like Bloodthirster, but you don't even have to, it doesn't even decay. And it also scales with bonus AD, AP, and health. Now, the Dragon Souls are extremely powerful, as you can probably see and hear it. But they can only be given once per game, and they come in after the 4th Drake. So if you actually give the enemy team 4 Drakes, you probably deserve to lose. But just in case you haven't lost yet, the Elder Dragon won't be coming in at minute 35 only anymore. It will be coming in after one team gets 4 Drakes or a Dragon Soul, basically. And the Elder Dragon now places a mark on enemies once they're low enough, where they are basically executed. They just die instantly. Just to make sure, you lose completely. So yeah, the dragon changes are really cool. I really like them. They're a big change to the game. The game hasn't changed for a long time since the Keystones, but this is nice. This is new. It's interesting to see how it's going to work out in the preseason in November. But there are also more changes. So first of all is the side lane cloves and bushes. So top and bot now have these new gaps in them. Very weird, to be honest. I don't know how this is gonna play out, but they're gonna add counterplay, or I don't know, new gameplay changes. It's weird. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna have to play it in order to know how it's actually like. And then obviously there's also new bushes in the blue side of the jungle, which also helps Rengar. But there's also new bushes there for anyone who cares. But yeah, it's actually also pretty cool. I like the changes and I like the risks they're taking. So now let's go to some of the smaller changes, not as big as the last few ones you just heard, but they're also quite significant. So first of all, there's jungle path diversity. They want to make it so that you can actually get level 3 off of one side of the map. So if you go in the beginning and you farm, you won't actually be able to get level 3 off of red side, for example, only, or blue side, but now you can. They're also reducing the effectiveness of Krug, so a jungler's success rate isn't only based on them taking Krugs or not. Next is top lane influence. They also want to increase it because top lane doesn't have that much influence in the game, especially with the changes in Dragon. They're going to be increasing the minion XP for the solo lane, so I'm assuming also mid lane, and reducing the XP for both bot and jungle. I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't think it's going to be this way for long, but Rift Herald also now spawns earlier, and it can also be taken twice. So if you take it early enough, you can take it again later before the Baron comes out at minute 20. Next is support items, which have actually been changed quite a bit. Support items are now automatically upgraded between tier 2 and 3 after you finish your challenges, so you don't have to pay for them anymore. That's about 1500 gold saved. You can just go into your straight item right away after you build your starter item. But they also won't have as many stats as before, obviously, because they're basically free. Coin has also been removed, so yeah, there's that. I guess they didn't really explain why. And gold is also reduced significantly when supports try to farm. So if you have the support item, your gold will be significantly reduced when you farm, which should help ADCs all around the world that continuously get their CS stolen. Next is lethality items, which have actually been changed a little bit. Duskblade and Yumos are the same. They're basically the same. We haven't really exactly seen. They said mostly the same, but we'll see. Edge of Night now works more like Banshees and isn't activated shield. So basically you just get a random shield and it will block the next ability or auto, I'm assuming, that you might take. There's also a new lethality item, Sanguine Blade. It gives attack speed. It's a unique passive that gives attack speed when no allies are nearby. So it's not an activated item, it's just a passive that gives a significant amount of attack speed when no allies are nearby. This helps for split pushing, 1v1s. It's pretty cool. But there's also something new, because there's now 4 lethality items that are actually viable. They're making it so there's something called a 2-piece bonus. So whenever you have 2 lethality items, you get a bonus. And it doesn't stack. So that just, is a way to push people into building different items after their 2 lethality items. So you pick your first 2, then you also build different ones. You can obviously still go for a full lethality build, but it just isn't as viable as maybe this one. Maybe a full lethality is when you're really fed and ahead. Also, Spear Sojourn, it's gone. Yeah, rest in peace. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, keystones now. Conqueror is going from 2 damage to stacking Adaptive Force, so it's more like Fervor. I think they're doing this because they've had multiple problems with Conqueror. I still think they will, but anyways. Kleptomancy has also now gone from just farming gold off of your enemy to more early game elixir drops. I think this helps with top lane a lot, especially with the continuous amounts of ranged matchups you have to go into, which just doesn't make sense because range just completely destroys melee in top lane and it isn't really fair. But yeah, there's that as well. And then Aftershock is also now reducing the effect on squishy champs and is increasing the effect on tankier ones. I'm kind of sensing a tank meta with these changes, the Conqueror change and the Aftershock one, and all the Drakes, also still supporting tanks, but we're just gonna have to see how it goes. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you did enjoy the video, drop a like or subscribe, and if you didn't, let me know why in the comments below. I also want to make my videos better. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later, and good luck with everything in life.